It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and another episode of the Mike Prince Show, where it is our mission to try to bring you some news you could use. Today would be no exception to that rule. You can follow me on X at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And don't forget, we have the 24-hour stream available for you on the website at obnradio.com. With all that being established, let us jump right into today's episode. Well, we have what we have now with the Panthers falling hard this past weekend against FAMU. Worst case scenario could be that the Panthers don't win the remaining 3 games and the record ends up 3-8. But I do not see that in the future. Now, there is a strong possibility that the Panthers can finish strong with these remaining 3 games, Pine Bluff, Southern, and Alabama State. But it's going to take some mental toughness and some strong determination to see it through. It's going to start, of course, with homecoming this week between the Golden Lions. We still have the tickets available for those who would want an opportunity to get the 2 tickets. Got 2 sets of 2s. Simply dial 720-721-1558, where you can tell your story on why you should be the one to be selected for homecoming. And we'll be letting the winner be known later on this week. And it is really, really a tough season for the Panthers. It's one of those seasons where you have to ask, were they underachieving, or did we overvalue what the Panthers were bringing to the table? Still a lot of football to be played, but got to be a tough adjusting time for the Panthers football program. And when we think about it, the more disappointing loss over the weekend had to be how Texas Southern fell to Southern from Baton Rouge. Texas Southern had control of that game from start, and maybe with about, I'm going to say, 58 minutes remaining in the game, they really had total control of that game. But you got to finish the games from start to finish. And on the 40-yard scoop and score touchdown run and the amazing 54-yard field goal to send this thing into overtime, and after that, it was all uphill for Texas Southern. That has got to be a devastating blow for the Tigers. Rough on the Texas two-step when it comes to football. So hopefully we can lick these wounds and get back on course. But if you're the Panthers, all you can do really is try to stay focused and positive for the games that remain. It was just total dominance when you look at it from the FAMU perspective. We could get nothing. I got all tongue-tied. Couldn't get anything right, a case of can't get right. And as a result, FAMU winning the East, and they have 50% of the forecast right as projected by Coach Willie Simmons. He see himself, and he projected that Southern would be the last team standing. But, let's not forget about Alcorn State. Alcorn taking care of business, and they will be meeting up in a critical game this weekend against the Southern Jags. And if I'm not mistaken, that game will be on the reservation. So that is definitely going to be all eyes on me situation. And if I were to be a gambling man at this early stage, I will probably have to be leaning toward the reservation as we speak, based on the performance of the prior 2 teams or the prior 2 games that they've had. Now, we look at the Alabama State Hornets. Alabama State, of course, victory over Alabama A&M this past weekend, with the Magic City Classic. They are playing some strong football. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they'll be playing Mississippi Valley. And I know that their final game will be on the yard against Prairie View. So what looks like Prairie View could go 6-5, which will be another winning season for Coach Bubba, could end up being 5-6, or dare I say it as earlier, 3-8. But I'm going to lean on the positive side of this thing, and hopefully the Panthers can win out. But they got a lot to prove. They got a lot to establish in a very, very short time. Now, I'm hoping, wishfully, that it does not impact the attendance inside the stadium for homecoming this week. But just as the weather has changed this week, it's going to be some scattered showers throughout the week, and the temperature is dropping. Hopefully the temperature does not drop too far on PV Nation that people do not come out to attend the game. I know that people will come out and brave the elements for homecoming, but let's hope that they can brave the elements for this week's game. Well, the Panthers having some good news happening on the volleyball side of things. They had a cluster in Jackson State this past weekend. They're going to conclude on this morning. Panthers right now with a split, losing to Jackson, beating Mississippi Valley. They'll close out today against Alabama A&M, and then they'll have 3 matches left. They'll take on Alcorn State and Southern. They'll close those out on the road, and then the grand finale will be Texas Southern, of course, in the sweet state of Texas. So we'll be keeping a tab on everything that is rolling out. Don't forget, you have your soccer tournament starting this week on campus. So it's going to be a lot of activity and festivities going on throughout the Prairie View A&M University campus grounds. We'll try to keep you posted on everything that is going and flowing right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I am going to exit stage left for right now, licking my wounds and galloping back into the Panthers den so we can get powered up to try to get ready for the Golden Lions. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. We do want to thank you guys so much for joining in with us. Don't forget that you can follow me on X at The Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And do follow us on the 24-hour stream through the website at obnradio.com. I've got to go. My time is far spent. So until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.